Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. My name is Pixel360. I said that wrong, but I honestly don't care. So yeah, I have a computer and I'm going to be doing Scratch tutorials. So this is going to be episode 1 of a series where I teach you how to make an RPG game. So first, name your RPG whatever you want. I'm going to call it just RPG game. Now, I might do 2 different versions of this, but I think I'm just going to go with the battling system with like leveling up and stuff. This is kind of what like a finished version will look like, and I'll show you gameplay. This was something I made like a few years ago though. So basically it'll be a turn-based thing, and yeah, that was a thing. You fight with it. But that's what it's gonna be like. There'll be misses and hits and stuff. Anyway, first I'm just gonna have Scratch Cat, or actually no. I'm gonna have first create a sprite and make it your player sprite. I'll just make mine like a circle, like a blue circle or something. So make your character, and I'm just gonna have it like that, and I'll create a green circle. So then, there you go. So what you want to do is you want to make it so that when the flag is clicked, it goes to Y about 0, and then you go to, I usually set it to about -150. Okay, so name this sprite player, and then duplicate the sprite and call it enemy. Also change the costume for this one. I'm gonna have it be a red one with a gold, actually I'll have it be a red one with a red eye. Actually no, a red one with a purple eye. So make this one go into the character and make it go like that, and then set the direction to -190. Then position it at the opposite side of your character, at the exact position of your character, but on the opposite side. So this one's 150 and this one's -150. So after you've done this, what you want to do is make another sprite and make a square out of gray or a colored box. This is going to be your option box, where you'll be able to choose if you want to attack, use an ability, use an item. So what you want to do is set it to go to X0 and Y0. If that's at if it's too high, what you want to do is shrink it or make your characters move up. It's your choice. I'm going to have it like this. Sorry, I'm just moving that box. You can't see it, but that's what I use to record. Also, I might be doing live streams one day soon, so name this like choice box, and you'll have this. So I usually make it do this when I start. I make it start at Y about 100, -100, or -1 like 10, but make it go to the lowest you can. I suggest putting it at whatever's best for you. Then I make it glide to that, so that you have a dialog box. If it's too slow, make it faster. So I think that's still too slow, so I'll make it like, yeah. So then, after you've done this, you'll make another sprite, and you'll call it, I think, I'm gonna have it be fight, so this is gonna be your main action button. Fill this with whatever color, and then put in some text and change the font. So I'm just gonna sorry, I still have a bit of a cough. So after you've done that, name it fight or attack or whatever you want to do. Then change the size of your text, change the font. I think my favorite font out of all of them is Doggle. So then put it in the center, and then make it go to wherever you want it to go. I'm gonna have it go to -150, and then Y -50. Okay, make that -75. Okay, -90. So then what you want to do is you'll add in when program starts, wait 0.75 seconds, and then sure. So we'll probably be just setting up the main stuff. So this comes in at 0.5, so wait 0.5 seconds. So as soon as the text box comes up to where it's supposed to be, it'll say fight, and then and then, you know, so far as you can see, we have just a text box that comes up and it says fight. And then you want to make it so that you want to make another script in this that says when sprite clicked, broadcast a message. Name this message fight or attack or whatever the text is in your text box for the sprite. Also name it fight button or attack button, or again whatever you did. So I'm gonna make it so that when this receives fight, you want the text box to glide down to -110 and then hide. You also want it to show when it starts, and you want to make this hide as well. So far you should now have this. And when you press play, it should come up like that. So I'm gonna make the attacking sprites appear in my character. So duplicate your sprite, and let's just say I want it to be this. I want to add in a blue laser that this shoots out. So then what you want to do is probably wait, let me just double check. So okay, let's see. So attack, and yeah, okay. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make it shoot out a beam at the enemy that extends to hit the enemy just. So also make sure that it switches to the first costume and save. You also probably want to make sure that your character goes to the front, and so it's costume to costume 1. And then when you receive fight, since mine's shooting a laser, I want to have like a charge up effect. So this part's optional, but I'm gonna do this. Repeat about probably I'll change that number later. Probably let's say just 5 times at the moment. You go to X, and then you want to do pick random. Well, if you're doing this, I'm gonna say -145 to -155, and then do the same with Y, but do -5 and then 5, and then switch costume to costume 2. So now you should have this. I think I want to have a bit of a delay, so I'll set it to 0.1 seconds, so it charges up for a second and then shoots a beam. Okay, maybe -140, -160, and then -10 to 10. So after you've done that, press play and I'll test it again. So if I press fight, so do that, and then let's make it go like that, but then make it do it 10 times. So now after you've done that, press play and then press fight, and then it should do a charge up and then a beam thing. So then I'd also probably copy this and then broadcast another message, and then make another message called probably, actually no, well, I've been recording for about 10 minutes, so I'd probably suggest, oh yeah, just before I leave, I'd probably suggest making 2 variables just before the video ends. One called player HP, make it for all sprites, click OK, and make another one called enemy HP. So move enemy HP above your enemy and move player HP above your player. And then what you want to do is you want to make it so that it sets enemy HP to whatever you want your enemy's HP to be, and make sure that it sets player HP to whatever you want your player's HP to be. So, just by the way, in future videos, if you ever see, if I'm ever opening this, it's just to remind myself some script and stuff. So now you should have this, some HP bars, and then a fight button that does a thing. And then you should make it go costume 1, and then make it go back to the position of minus whatever your coordinates were of your player. I'm gonna have it be that. So now you should end up with something along the lines of this. So after that's done, in the next episode, that's basically what we're doing for this episode. The next episode, we're gonna make it so that it broadcasts a message to the enemy, and then the enemy will have its turn, and we'll make the enemy have multiple attacks. So it'll either probably shoot a beam at the player, it'll charge or heal itself, maybe, or it'll use a second attack. And then we'll also make it so that after that attack it goes back to your turn, so we have an endless cycle. And we also might add in damage. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.